Nurse's station, Mrs. Davidson.
I'm sorry.
Please, will you stop?
Mrs. Davidson, I need to see you.
Dr. Havens, call Central Service. Dr. Havens, call Central Service.
Please, Lord. Just let me be able to handle this.
Well, hi, Mom. Have you seen Ben?
Oh, hi.
Why are you still here? I thought you worked days.
Double shift. What do you want?
Well, I need to talk to Ben. Mom, what's the matter? You seem
Well,
so...
I'm busy, Lori. Do you want me to page him?
Yes, he's wanted in emergency.
Dr. Martin, report to emergency. Dr. Martin, report to emergency. Lori, I'm sorry I snapped at you. Who's in emergency?
Remember the band that Becky sings with?
Yeah.
Well, Phil Hayes, the guy who leads it, is downstairs with a split lip. Russ hit him.
Oh, no.
Anyway, Becky's downstairs with him, and I think I better wait down there with her.
Where did it happen?
At the huddle. I'll tell you more about it later. Thanks for calling, Ben.
Isolation. Dr. Anderson to isolation. Dr. Anderson to isolation.
You can go ahead and sit down. The doctor's on his way. You want me to take that one? It's seen better days.
Sure. Thanks.
Is it okay if I stay? Yes, but you might have to leave when the doctor gets here. Oh, Phil, I'm so sorry. I don't know what to say, you know.
Oh, you quit saying you're sorry. It's not your fault.
You can't even walk into a restaurant without getting assaulted. I could scream.
Don't scream.
Ross is gonna pay for this. He can't walk around like an orangutan on Quaaludes whenever he feels like it. I can't believe this.
Believe it.
Still hurt?
It's okay.
I wish they'd hurry up. You know, maybe I'd better just cool it with the band until we get a few things straight. No, sit. Okay, I'll stay.
Don't give him the satisfaction. That's just what he wants.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, even if I look like I'm going to give in, I might as well hang it up for life, huh? I'm just sorry that you have to take the punishment for it. Oh, Ben.
Hi, Becky. I thought you had sworn off emergencies.
Well, you know me, anything for attention. This is a friend of mine, Phil Hayes.
Ben Martin, I won't ask how you're doing. That lip pretty well speaks for itself. Here, hold still. Let me take a look at that.
How you doing?
I could die. Other than that, I'm just fine. Lori, do you believe this?
I'm afraid so.
Tracy, get me the local set with 3% xylocaine. No, wait a second. Phil, it'd really be better if we could stitch this without an anesthetic. But it's up to you.
Yeah, sure. Just give me a bullet to bite.
Okay. Tracy, never mind the xylocaine. Just bring me some 5-0 chromic sutures, please.
This is unreal. Lori, you saw what happened. We were just talking, and Russ just walks right up and does...
Well, it doesn't take much to set him off.
Yeah, but, I mean, isn't this ridiculous? My own husband, a grown man, can't even share a restaurant.
It's you that he doesn't want to share.
Nobody's asking him to share me. If he would just stop accusing everybody long enough to think sensibly, probably he and Phil would be great friends.
Don't count on it.
Lori, could you two wait outside, please? We'll be through here in a few minutes.
Okay, sorry.
Poor Phil. I just hope that Russ hurt his hand twice as bad.
Becky.
You were there, Lori. You saw what happened. Only Russell Weaver would try and solve his affairs like that. I am not going back to that man.
Becky.
Or he can tear up the whole apartment. I don't care, because I'm not going home.
Well, I think that you should. I mean, if you don't go home, won't that just make him think there really is something
I don't
between
care
you and
what
Phil?
he thinks. Lori, I'm sick and tired of trying to convince him.
Yeah, well, Russ is hurting too. And even if it's all in his head, even if he dreamed it all up, it's still real to him.
Oh, I know. I know, because there's a real casualty in there getting real stitches across his face.
Hey, I don't blame you for being angry.
Well, how about scared? Can you blame me for being scared, Lori? I don't want to go home.
Oh, Becky, surely Russ wouldn't do anything to hurt you.
You want to bet?
I don't know. I just don't know.
Look, Lori, can I ask you a big favor?
Sure, anything.
Can I stay at your place tonight? Just for tonight. I mean, I'll find someplace else tomorrow. It's just, I don't want to go home. Please?
Of course you can, Becky.
There's been another call, hasn't there?
Is it so obvious? Yes. And I don't know what to do about it. I don't feel safe at home, and I don't even feel safe here at the hospital.
Well, if it's any comfort, Terry, I don't think you're in any real danger.
But this man obviously knows me. He knows something about me.
Well, it doesn't take much to find out where someone works.
Well, what does he want? Why is he doing this?
Terry, I've known men like this, and I don't think you're in any real danger. You know, he's troubled, all right. But men like that usually vent whatever it is that's troubling them by making anonymous telephone calls, rather than bringing it to your doorstep. In fact, they usually don't want any contact at all, and that's why they use the telephone.
But Alex, he sounds so desperate, like he wants something from me.
But it's not likely that he does. Now, if he continues to bother you, we'll try and trace his calls.
I don't want to know who he is. I just want it stopped.
I know. And it will. One way or the other. I called a friend of mine, John Brubaker. He's a cop. I'm seeing him tomorrow.
No, Alex, I don't want the police involved.
No, I'm not involving the police, Terry. He owes me a favor. I took a bullet out of his leg last summer. So this will be off the record. I'll just ask for his advice. Now, are you willing to follow his advice?
Of course.
Good. Well, I'd best be getting back. Will you come with me?
No, I'll be up in a minute.
Terry, don't leave tonight without telling me. I'll walk you to your car.
All right. And thank you, Alex.
I was gonna wrap this old quilt around my lamps, but you know, it's getting kind of chilly and somebody might need it.
Somebody might need that lamp, Mom.
Gene, what you looking for?
The nutcracker.
Oh, I packed that.
Mom, I got all those pecans.
Well, crack them in your hands. You can do that. Besides, you ought not be buying no food. You ought to be eating it up.
Oh, come on, Mom. I was planning on having a pecan pie.
Oh, Gene, I couldn't possibly make you a pie of any description. I've packed all my pans.
Oh, boy. Well, look, I wish you would tell me how we're going to survive up here with no food, no lights, no dishes or anything. It's going to be a while before we can get that house anyway. We're going to be living like this for weeks. Hey, where's the trash can at?
Oh, I put my figurines in that. Just grab a sack over there anyway.
Oh, great.
Oh, I'll get that. Hey. Oh, well, look who's here. It's Leon.
Mama, how you doing?
I'm just fine.
Hey, brother.
Hey, Leon.
Hey, I see y'all doing good. Everything all packed up, ready to go.
Leon, as long as you're here, would you mind explaining to Mom how long it takes for escrow to close on the house? Because she thinks we're moving next week.
That's right. You are. Somebody done greased your path because I never saw escrow go so fast. You're right to get packed up.
You hear that, Jane? And we don't even have the movers yet.
I'll call around tomorrow, Mom.
I just happen to have someone I highly recommend.
What is this? Knoll Moving Van Lines. I haven't heard of them before, Leon.
Yeah, you have. Spell it backwards.
Knoll Moving. Leon.
No spell backwards.
You got a moving company, Leon?
Professional movers at amateur prices.
Oh, did you hear that, Gene? How much is it gonna cost us?
Mom.
Let's see, how many rooms in this place? That'll average out to about 900 even.
Mom's already done the packing, Leon.
Oh, right, 800.
That's too much, Leon.
Hey, we gotta come up 4 flights instead.
Man, we have a freight elevator.
All right, 700.
Too much.
You insulting me, man.
Man, we're talking about moving 10 blocks, not to Siberia.
All right, all right. I'll discount the gas and depreciation. 400. That's firm. That's a gift, Mama. A real pure gift.
Take it, Gene, take it.
Okay. He's not here. I don't know what I'd do if he was.
Becky, maybe I'd better wait out here, huh?
Lord, this is my apartment, too. Now, come on. Get in out of the cold.
How could you see?
I don't want to turn on the lights. If he's outside, he'll see it, you know?
Becky, you're being paranoid.
No, I'm not.
Well, you're giving me the creep, so hurry up.
I can tell you about a creep I know.
Becky, here comes a car. Hurry up. It drove on. You're okay.
I think that this is everything that I need.
Where do you think he is?
I don't know. I don't care so long as he's not here. You know, I wish I could just throw that trophy case I got him right out the window.
Becky, come on, let's go.
Wait. I've got a toothbrush.
Becky, forget the toothbrush. You don't need it. Becky. Oh. I'm not that thing, Becky.
Come on, I can't leave Morley behind, can I?
Oh. Ow!
Come on, let's go.
Terrible. All of Mother's furs, her jewelry, and her clothes are all gone.
Well, it's very clear now.
I don't think anything is very clear, and I think you'd better call the police right away instead of, what are you sitting around reading something
It's
for?
a note from your mother.
What do you mean from Mother?
Well, it appears that she is our burglar. She's taken her belongings and left.
Did she say anything else?
Well, here. Read it for yourself. I didn't think she had it in her to do this.
Mother, why is it you're always insisting on making things harder for me?
That is not my intention. I'm merely trying to help you to be more responsible.
Responsibility? What is this? Don't you think I know what responsibility is? I mean, I was a mother and a wife for several years.
Yes, and you lost those privileges because of your irresponsibility.
That was cruel.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if the truth hurts.
You had better not have done what I think you just did.
I did.
You know, Mother, I think from here on in, I'll just make maybe a little mental note of everything that I personally want to repay you for. So just who do you think you are throwing my pills away like that?
I'm your mother.
Well, I don't need a mother. Your mothering's done about as much good as the tooth fairy. All right, Daddy, it's just that I don't know if you still love me.
Why, Mim, how can you think that? You shouldn't even ask the question.
Well, you're divorcing Mother. Maybe you're gonna go away from me, too.
Oh, Mim. Never. We're a team. You know, I've given you a job and a car. What else would you want? Did I miss something?
What do you think? This is Christmas Day. You've been gone for hours.
Oh, Miriam, now you're not a little girl anymore.
Tell me now, when you look at my father, do you see anything other than his bank account?
Yes, I see his pathetic daughter still clinging to his knees, still living in his shadow because she's unable to live on her own.
Oh, wait a minute. Now, my father really loves me. Daddy, hi. You're home early.
I told you to clean this mess up.
Dad, I was going to. Just
You do it now before you knock yourself out with that dope.
Daddy, it's not dope. I just have a headache.
Oh, is that the excuse you gave yourself this morning for not showing up at the office? And if you take any more of that stuff, you won't be able to find your own head. Oh, Miriam.
Daddy. Oh, come on, Father. Wait. What are you going to do? Don't leave now.
Don't bother coming to the office today. Do you understand that? Don't bother coming in today, tomorrow, or any other day.
What?
You're fired, Miriam. Have you got that?
My father really loves me, and we have such a very special relationship that he would never do anything to harm it, especially not with a cheap tramp like you.
Now, Miriam, I hate to be so callously businesslike about it, but your time is up. I've got Charles coming over here soon, and I certainly wouldn't want you to be around.
Daddy's coming over here?
On urgent business, if you get my message.
I hope you realize, my friend, that I will go see Mitch Dunbar, and, matter of fact, I think right now I'll just go on over and see your sister. Excuse me, that's your half-sister, Terry.
And I hope you know what you're in for if you do that. You see, my mother disowned me, and you know what I went through with that. So all you have to do is say a word to Terry or to Mitch Dunbar, and believe me, I'll make sure that Charles disowns you.
Oh. I can't stay here. I'm going to pass out.
No, go ahead and stay here. You can.
No, really, I can't.
Actually, you have to stay here. Becky's in the bedroom.
She is?
She was afraid to go home.
That's not such a good idea, Lori.
Well, I didn't have any other choice. I mean, where else could she go?
To her own home, that's where.
Well, she was afraid of Russ. I mean, after what happened
Russ
today.
isn't going to hurt her. He's her husband. Lori.
Well, you don't know that. He might. Becky was scared to death.
Come on. Now, look, what does it say in here?
A lot of things.
What God has joined together, let no man put asunder?
Russ and Becky are already asunder. I didn't do that.
Well, that doesn't mean you have to encourage it.
Ben, she's not safe with Russ. I didn't know what else to do.
It's not right, Lori.
All right. You take responsibility for her. Go tell her to leave.
I will tomorrow.
Oh, she's leaving tomorrow anyway. Ben, did you hear me? I said she's leaving tomorrow anyway.
I hope you got my pajamas out of the bedroom.
Oh, that's the main thing, isn't it? Your own inconvenience?
Look, I've been through a lot more inconvenience than this, but it's been for a good purpose.
All right, you go in there then, wake her up, and get her stuff, and I'll drive her back home.
Now, that's not the solution.
What then? Do you want to fight all night?
I don't want to fight at all.
Forgive me, okay? I made a mistake. Ben, I'm sorry.
I do. I'm sorry, too.
Wait a minute, maybe that's her now. Yeah, she's here.
Hi. What on earth are you two doing here?
Let me get your coat.
Oh, thanks.
We were hoping you'd know. I was beginning to worry. Alex called us and asked us to make sure that you got home safely.
Oh, here I am, safe and sound.
What happened? Why did Alex call?
Well, I'm embarrassed to tell you. I've been getting phone calls.
Obscene?
No, not obscene, just, I don't know, disturbing.
From the same person?
Yes, a man. Now the problem is that he's calling me at work, too.
He calls you at the hospital?
Yes. At first I was just getting calls here at home. And that was bad enough, but now, just tonight, he called me at the hospital and he asked for me by name.
Boy, I can see why Alex was concerned.
What's a conversation like?
Well, there isn't any conversation, really. It's always the same thing. He calls and he says, "I'm sorry," and then he hangs up.
That's certainly different.
Well, you see, there's really nothing for you to worry about.
Terry, we weren't exactly worried, but I am glad Alex called us and told us to come over.
Alex is going to ask a friend of his in the police department for advice, and I know I'll feel a lot better after that. I do appreciate you two coming over.
You want us to check the house out, Terry, before we go?
No, Jeff, sure. I'm sure it's all right.
Well, listen, you call if you need us. Anytime.
Okay, I will. And thank you again.
Okay, good night.
Good night.
Jeff, Liz, wait!
Hello?
Hey, Ma? Ma? You there?
Peter.
Yeah, listen, I know I'm late, but I'm on my way, okay?